So we can agree Conor has no shot, right? Right? I don't know, man. This is the equivalent of being in court and the words reasonable doubt keep popping up. Max should win by any reasonable or rational metric, and yet I struggle to be 100% confident in my pick. How does Max adjust to 170? What does Conor look like? How small is McGregor's margin for victory? Is Max as fast? Is Conor a brittle, blow and booze-infested cosplayer at this point? You can make the argument that this fight boils down to how serious is Conor taking the fight, but I feel like everyone has beaten that topic to death worse than Max did to Calvin Kattar. The main thing I'm focused on in this fight is this. How does his chin hold up at welterweight, especially with a guy like Conor who can find your chin from anywhere? I know we're always speculating on Max's durability nowadays, but if there was ever a fight that you would expect that problem to rear its ugly head, it'd be this one. I was worried about it going into the Ilya fight, and we all see how that went. Max has landed more strikes than anyone in UFC history by an absolute landslide. You can cut out almost 20 UFC fights from Holloway's career and he'd still have the record. His output is that outrageous. He hasn't had to lean on that ability to melt people in recent fights, but it's still there, make no mistake about it. Max is the kindest avalanche you'll ever meet. Truly one of the greatest of all time, just in general, but specifically at detecting when you're slowing down and ramping up the pressure to 11. Max is like a shark inside that cage, ready to swarm at the slightest smell of blood in the water. He's like a Diaz brother, only, actually elite. Part of me will never forgive him for what he did to Kattar. I want Max to win this fight so badly, but this seems like the MMA equivalent of the box and stick trap. Max is a welterweight noob, up 2 weight classes from where he started, after being dropped in 3 of his last 4 fights, including against the ghost of Dustin Poirier.
Tell him, come on,
get a couple
because it's gonna be bad.
Bro, just
it's gonna be bad, my nigga.
Oh, bro.
I'm picking Max to win, just to be clear, probably by round 3 or so. I'm just saying that all the elements are there for a huge upset. It's also classic UFC matchmaking, too. The UFC from 10-15 years ago loved matchmaking to put themselves in win-win scenarios. I'll give you an example. Ben Askren and Robbie Lawler. If Ben won, he'd keep building momentum as an undefeated welterweight and a great shit talker. If Robbie won coming off the RDA loss and pre-Covington fight, it'd be super easy to market him in a rematch or putting him in there with Wonderboy, slap the return of Robbie Lawler in every headline and call it a day. Point being, whoever won that fight, so did the UFC. And this fight kind of reminds me of that. If Max wins this fight, he'll get a top contender at lightweight, because let's be clear, he was completely bluffing about staying at welterweight. Max's star power goes through the roof if he dismantles McGregor, and he'll get his chance to campaign for a title fight if he puts on another great performance after that. If Conor somehow pulls this out, especially with an early round KO, the story practically writes itself. Greatest return of all time, the Mac is back, champ season. Conor will be there flapping his gums, and deserving or not, he'll have his choice of going after Gaethje if he feels like it, or taking a stab at the Makhachev fight, looking for a little bit of redemption for the Khabib beatdown. Like, champion McGregor in 2027 might actually prove to me that we're living in a simulation, or that there's no God. Or better yet, that there is a God and they just have a fucked up sense of humor. Again, I'm predicting Max. It's the only prediction for this fight that makes any coherent sense whatsoever. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't think that there was a legit chance that something crazy happens come Saturday.